Hello everyone, myself Mohammad Ramesh and I welcome you all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. Today in this session, we are going to learn the part 9 of chapter number 5, that is poverty. So students, in the previous session, we have discussed that different programs were started by the Indian government to eradicate the poverty. The self-employment program was started, and in the self-employment program the government teaches the skill and talent and help the different persons who are living below the poverty line, and that person after acquiring the skill and talent have to find the job by himself. During the 6th 5 year plan, the different agencies have started a different program for the rural poor, for the people who are living in a village area. For them, the different agencies had started the different program. All this program were merged in IRDP, that is Integrated Rural Development Program, on 2nd October 1980. The main objective, what is the main focus of IRDP, is to encourage the poor family for self-employment, and by that they will earn more and they can come out of poverty line. This program focus on what? On few special groups which includes the small and marginal farmers also, and agricultural laborers and rural artisans. These all things we have discussed in detail in the previous session. Here you can see the names of the different programs. On 1st April 1999, IRDP and other program integrated and merged and named as what? Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. Under this scheme, in rural area, in village area, apart from development of small trade, self-help group were also provided the infrastructure facilities, technology, loan facility, market for final goods to rural poor. Students, you have to remember this for the MCQ in one line, that on 1st April 1999, IRDP and other programs were merged and it was named as Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. And under this scheme, in village area, apart from development of small trade, self-help group were also provided the what? Infrastructure facility, technology, loan facility, market for final goods to rural poor. So here it is said that the development of small trade and self-help group, the programs were already started, but the added service like infrastructure facility, technology and the loan facilities which was required, so that is also provided, and the final goods which was produced by these persons, okay, to sell that goods, the market was set up. Okay, now a new topic, that is wage employment scheme. Before that we have learned self-employment program. In self-employment program, the government teaches the skill and talent and the person have to find the job by himself. And here it is a what? Wage employment. In wage employment, the government itself gives the job to the persons. Okay, so let's start. Wage employment scheme. This program are part of strategy of poverty eradication and has multiple objective. So here it is said that this wage employment program was set up as a part of planning to remove the poverty, and it has multiple different objectives. In wage employment scheme, focus was on those poor who do not have any other source of income than physical labor. So in wage employment scheme, the government is focusing to help those poor who do not have any other source of income except the physical labor. This scheme do not only provide self-employment in the slack season, but also provide employment during flood, drought, scarcity and other natural calamities. So here the government will not help only at the time of slack seasons, but government will also help to give the employment to the people at the time of floods, drought, scarcity and other natural calamities. Under these schemes, infrastructure services develop in rural area And under the wage employment scheme, the different infrastructure facility is set up in the rural area. And as the infrastructure facility will set up, like building the roads and everything, so the people of rural area itself will get the job. It is tried that laborer should get proper salaries. Wage employment tries to give the laborer a proper salaries. Wage employment scheme included what? Two things: Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, that is JRY, and Employment Assistance Scheme, that is EAS. Now we will learn about the Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana in the decade of 90s. Okay, first of all, you have to know what is the meaning of decade. Decade means the gap of 10 years, and here it is said that in the decade of 90s, it means you can say as 1951 to 1960, 1961 to 1970, 1971 to 1980. Okay, so in the decades of 90s, employment generation in organized sector. We have discussed before what is organized sector and unorganized sector. Organized sector, where the working conditions are fixed, the fixed salaries are given to the employees. Okay, so here it is said that in the employment generation in organized sector was stagnant. Okay, the people are not getting that much job in organized sector. Okay, and in public sector means government. In the government area of working, negative growth was noticed. It means the people were not getting the job of government. Okay, on the other hand, unemployment rate was rising fast, and unemployment was rising fast, and we know that unemployment directly hits the what? Poverty. On this situation, Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana was started for self-employment with the objective of starting ventures. Okay, and on this situation where the organized sector are not able to rise the employment opportunities, and government units are not able to provide the more jobs to the people at that time, the Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana was started for self-employment with the objective of starting the new ventures. New ventures mean new business, to provide the what? To provide the employment to educated unemployed. So this Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana was started for self-employment, and different new ventures will start to give the employment to the educated unemployed. National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. This you have studied in the 10th standard also, that National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was started to provide the what? To provide the employment opportunities to the person who are living below poverty line. It was started in the year 2005. National Employment Guarantee Act was accepted with the objective of creating the assets through public construction activities and to provide the employment to one person per family of minimum 100 days to rural and urban poor. Pay attention here, this is the important thing, that in this scheme, okay, here the employment will be provided to one person of each from each family. Okay, and how much minimum days the government is assuring? That 100 days minimum the employment will be given, okay, to the one person of one family. Which area? Rural or urban area, as well as to the middle class families. In 2009, the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was changed as Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Now our next topic is housing scheme. In India, still a majority of poor people dwell in semi-stable or temporary house. So here it is said that in India, still the majority of the population who are poor, they live in semi-stable or temporary house. We can call it as Kacha house. With an objective to provide proper dwelling to the poor, in the year 1985-86, Indira Awas Yojana was started for families who are living below poverty line and for the people who are coming in category of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So in which year? 1985-86, a program Indira Awas Yojana was started, and in this program the Dwelling facility will be provided to the people who are living below poverty line and the people who are coming in the category of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Moreover, in the year 2013 and 14, Rajiv Gandhi Yojana was implemented to improve the housing of those who reside in huts. Okay. In urban area also poor people reside in which slum area. We know the Dharavi of Mumbai. Okay. So in urban area also the people are living in slum area where they are deprived of. Deprived of means they are not getting the basic facility such as pure drinking water, toilets and electricity. Due to fast increasing problem of dwelling in urban area, from 25th June 2015 for urban poor, Prime Minister Awas Yojana was started. Housing schemes are important for dwelling purpose, but simultaneously they also create employment. So here it is said that by seeing the problem of people who are living in urban area, from 25th June 2015, the Prime Minister Awas Yojana was started, and setting up the houses, okay, in the housing scheme also generates the what? Employment. Social Security Scheme. As a strategy, as a planning to reduce the poverty in India, various social security scheme was started. For workers of unorganized sector worker means like small vendors whose income is not fixed. From the 9th May 2015, Atal Pension Scheme was started, in which monthly pension is paid to people above 60 years. So this is a social security scheme for the persons who are working in unorganized sector, that from the 9th May 2015 the person who are above 60 years will get the what? Monthly pension. Okay. Then see the next, under the Prime Minister Security Scheme for people in the age of 18 to 70 years, accident insurance of rupees 2 lakh will be provided, and minimum premium you have to pay, and how much premium? Rupees 12 only. And Jeevan Jyoti scheme was started with rupees 2 lakh life insurance policy, and the premium is rupees 330 yearly. So these are the different social security schemes. First we have seen about unorganized sector, okay, and then we have seen that in the Prime Minister Security Scheme, in the age group of 18 to 70 years, accident insurance of rupees 2 lakh was given, and in the Jeevan Jyoti scheme, rupees 2 lakh life insurance is provided, and just we have to pay rupees 330 yearly premium. To safeguard the farmers from crop failure, Prime Minister Fasal Bima Yojana was also started. Now our topic is Jan Dhan Yojana, which is important for the examination point of view also. Through financial inclusion to hit the root of poverty, an ambitious scheme, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, was introduced. This scheme was begun on 28 August 2014, and on a very first day of this scheme, 1.5 crore accounts were opened. Okay. Till 8 January, the number increased to 12.58 crore, where investment of rupees 10,590 crore was generated. So you can see this Jan Dhan Yojana was started, okay, to hit the root of poverty, to decrease the poverty, and this was started on 28 August 2014, and on the very first day 1.5 crore accounts were opened, until the 8 January the numbers of the account holder increased to 12.58 crore, and investment was rupees 10,590 crore. Now we will learn the features and importance of Jan Dhan Yojana. With the objective of increasing banking facilities per capita and reduction in regional inequality, this Yojana was started, and the main purpose was that the subsidy given to poor families by government through should directly go to their bank account. So, to increase the banking facilities among the people and to reduce the regional inequality, the banks now will be developed in the rural area and the banking facility will be available to all the people in urban area also and in rural area also. And to increase the what banking facility for the people who are living in rural area, this yojana was started. And the other purpose is directly the subsidy will be provided to the poor family by the government in their bank accounts. Second paragraph, the main feature of this scheme is that bank account is open with zero balance. Okay, any person can open the bank account with zero balance, and after 5 months of opening the account, an overdraft facility will be provided to them of rupees 5000. Okay, so when you open the account, okay, and you keep the account for after then 5 months, you can avail the facility of overdraft of rupees how much, 5000 rupees. You can get 5000 rupees in the form of overdraft. Under this scheme, those who open account before 26 January 2015, they also get the benefit of what, life insurance policy. Prime Minister Jan Dhan Yojana is prominently a scheme for overall financial inclusion. On the other hand, it hits directly on poverty by providing the micro and banking by providing the microfinance and banking facility. So here it is said that Prime Minister Jan Dhan Yojana was started for the what, for the overall financial inclusion, and on the other hand it hits directly on poverty by providing the microfinance by giving the small loan facilities and banking facilities to poor people. Students, here the chapter 5 is completed. Now we will discuss the exercise question and answers. You have to note down the question answers given in the exercise in your notebook. We will discuss the MCQ. The first question, how many minimum daily calories per person is decided by Indian Council of Medical Research for rural area? Then answer is 2400 calories. If the same question was for the urban area, then the answer will be 2100 calories. Now the second question, what amount of rupees are decided by Tendulkar committee in the year 2011 and 12 for deciding the poverty line in urban area? It is in urban area, so the answer will be 1000 rupees. Third question, which state has the lowest poverty in the year 2013 in India? The answer will be Goa. The fourth question, according to all estimate for the year 2011 and 12, which of the following state fall in the category of 30 to 40% poverty? The answer to this question will be Odisha. And the fifth question, what is the percentage of malnourished people in India in the year 2014 and 16? The answer is B, that is 15.2%. Students, here are the textual questions of this chapter. We have discussed some of the answers from this in the before session. Write the answers of these questions in your notebook. Students, you all know that you are now in 12th standard. Each and every line of the textbook is important to you and you have to learn everything. Okay? Goodbye. Stay safe. Thank you.